Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. I'm just out getting some steps in this morning. It is Monday before I start check-ins and crack on with my day. We are 7 weeks out. 7 weeks out vlog starts today. I'm so excited. It's getting closer. I've paid and entered for my show, so the countdown is on really. So nothing's really changed since the last video in terms of training, food, cardio, that kind of thing. Digestion and sleep haven't been great. My morning coffee isn't really kick-starting the bowel movements at the minute, which is so annoying, but we'll work with it. Drinking plenty of water, obviously fibre is still high from food. Sleep wasn't great because I started adding in pre-workout, and now I've pulled back a little bit. I did say that in my last video, didn't I? If it affects sleep, I'll have to pull back. So pulled back ever so slightly. I have my check-in to do tomorrow, so there may be changes happening tomorrow in terms of the plan, but obviously I'll vlog all of that tomorrow anyway. But that'll be when I can sit down, look at the info, look at the videos and stuff and make a decision. I'm just about to go home, shower, eat and start check-ins for the day. I have a couple of girls competing this weekend, so I'll be vlogging that as well. I'll probably do it as like a separate, not part of the prep series, just like a coach vlog. That would be fun. So that is meal one, same as always. Actually looks pretty, I don't know if I can tip it up properly, pretty colourful with the raspberries, and you know I love the granola with those little pieces of papaya. Honeycomb dark chocolate today, that is the flavour of choice, and 2.2 litres of water. So I won't drink all of that with meal one, but hopefully I'll get all that watered down by about midday. Like I said, I've had some digestive issues with being able to go to the toilet, so as much water as possible will help that. I am trying to stick to about 4.5-5 litres a day anyway. So I'm going to go and eat this, crack on with my check-ins today, and then I might talk through a little bit about what I'm doing recovery-wise. It is a rest day today. Obviously tomorrow I'll take you for a gym session and my check-in, but today I'll probably show you what I'm kind of doing recovery wise because my body is broken a little bit, so let's do that. So I've just been recording some content for my client Facebook group, and I was trying out this like really low calorie kind of dessert hack, and this is what it looks like. Pretty. It's literally Greek yogurt, really thick Greek yogurt with a sugar-free jelly sachet and little raspberries on top. So it was like half a sachet of sugar-free jelly with 100 grams of Greek yogurt, and it's set into like this mousse kind of dessert. So I'm going to try it and do like a taste test. I don't think you need that much sugar-free jelly though, it might just be me. So this is kind of what it's come out like. Focus on it. It looks like a mousse, like it's really, really thick. So we're going to do a taste test. It tastes like a mousse or like a blancmange a little bit. I think I made the mistake of doing too much sugar-free jelly because it's obviously got gelatin in it, so it sets it. But I would do half a sachet with 400 grams and put it in 4 different yogurt pots. But I like it. It's good. Diet hack. So the macros for that dessert, it's around 10 grams protein and like 80 calories or something like that. Maybe not even, like 60-70 calories. 10 grams protein, a couple of grams sugar, a couple of grams fat, not bad. Hi Hi guys, it is now the next day. So today was a check-in day for me. I'll probably post a little snippet of what check-in looked like this morning. So this week's been really, really interesting. My scale weight has been slowly creeping up, which obviously is not what we want to see. So it has been slowly creeping up. We've not seen that 1% drop. We haven't seen the changes in measurements either. The reason for this, I think sleep hasn't been great from adding in pre-workouts. So I've pulled that back and I'm only using it on leg days. Digestion hadn't been great a couple of days either. I was really waiting for bowel movements to happen and a couple of days they didn't. So that could be a thing. However, looking at my check-ins, this is probably the best I've ever looked throughout this entire prep. I actually look fuller, especially in my delts and everything, and my glutes since my last check-in, which is really, really helpful to see. So even though the scale hasn't come down, there are still positives to be had, and I do think that fullness has come back out from improving sleep and recovery, so that is good. I have though made the decision to make a change this week moving forward, so I am dropping calories and increasing cardio by a little bump. Reason being, like I said, I do look better and the scales are not the only metric we look at. But measurements are quite important, and my waist measurement and glute measurement haven't dropped. And as much as my shoulders look fuller, which is great, which complements the overall look, it complements the overall shape, that's obviously improved through my recovery, and that is obviously bikini, the overall look, overall shape. But that waist measurement and glute measurement is going to have to come down, and I haven't seen that 1/4 inch this week. Scale weight jumping up doesn't bother me. If the waist measurement and glute measurement came down, that really wouldn't bother me, but it hasn't, so we do need to make a change. So I'm no longer having butter on my crumpets. I'm having butterless crumpets now, so extra need for a runny egg with this meal. So this is my pre-workout meal. The butter's come out, and then I'm also taking cheese out from one of my meals that has cheese in. So I still have cheese in another meal, but also, I mean, I'm way too close to show now to think I can get away with having butter. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's ridiculous. So it is what it is. And then cardio is now going to be 20 minutes 5 times a week. So I will be doing that today. I'm just eating my pre-workout meal. I'm listening to the Off the Cuff podcast. I feel like I'm listening to that every single time I vlog for YouTube. And then I'll be going to the gym to do upper cardio and be home to do some more work. I'm just in the car on the way to the gym, and I just wanted to touch on again briefly just about how scale weight obviously has jumped up this week. It's almost like progressively jumped up, and I wanted to chat about that on like a bikini prep, because where you are obviously going to end up in more of an extreme deficit, you do start to see the scales just come down all the time, and it can feel really frustrating when it doesn't come down. It can feel like you're doing something wrong. It can feel like you need to second guess what you're doing, but I always, and I say this to clients all the time, if the scale is not showing you the weight that you want to see or in the right direction, ask yourself 2 questions, and the answers to those questions will give you the answer, right? So first question, have you stuck to your food and your calories perfectly? I can obviously answer yes. Okay, so that's fine. If the answer is no, there's your answer, right? We can't be annoyed at scale weight not moving in the direction we want it to move if we haven't stuck to our calories and macros perfectly. We can't be annoyed at that, right? So I have stuck to my calories, so that's not a problem. Have I stuck to my cardio, my steps, my training? Yes, right, so that's not a problem. If the answer is no, again, there is your answer, right? So if we can answer yes to both, we've done everything we were meant to do. It must be something else. There must be something else going on, whether that is sleep, recovery, period, time that you've eaten, digestion, all of those things, which is what I'd obviously covered. And so that can help you feel much better about the direction that it goes in. And that can make you kind of not get in your own head and not need to give yourself a head wobble because you can kind of see the reason why it might not be moving. Of course, on a bikini prep, we have a time limit, we have a deadline. It's going to have to move at some point. I obviously know that we have to go off measurements as well, and we have to go on pictures as well, which is obviously what I mentioned, and everything is kind of consistent with the fact that I haven't dropped body fat over the last few days or this week, so therefore a change needs to happen. But you can't just base it around scale weight, and if you are basing it off scale weight, then you've got to make damn well sure that you did everything that you were meant to do. or otherwise there's your answer and you can't be annoyed by it, right? So that covers that. I'm going to go to the gym now and I'm going to go train upper. I'm not going to do any posing today because I did a posing practice this morning with my check-in, and I also have a posing session with Phoebe tomorrow. So I've been signed up to the posing portal this prep, which maybe I'll vlog in the morning. I've got a session with her at 8 a.m. because she's based in Dubai, so there is a time difference. So 8 a.m. I've got a half an hour posing session with Phoebe. So hopefully I'll vlog some of that. She is obviously an IFBB pro. She's going to the Olympia this year. She's probably, arguably, is the best bikini athlete in the UK. So she knows her stuff and she's been really helping me with my posing. So really, really excited about that.
Okay.
This. Yeah?
Yeah, cool.
Good, so from the beginning again. Good, so from here, and we face the back. Good, nice, control. There you go, good, nice. How did that feel?
Yeah, that feels better. It feels better,
So
yeah.
it's a small wrap, but not like completely round the arms and stuff. And you don't want to also bring the arms out too far, which is what you did the first time.
Yeah.
That one was so much better than the one that you just done.
Cool.
So I'm happy with that. I think that looks a lot better. Because I personally don't think you need to move your hair.
No.
Obviously, if you then need to, and you're like, okay, I need to move my hair, then by all means, obviously move it. But I don't think if you try and control the movement so your hair doesn't kind of go all over the place, you should be fine.
Yeah. And I'll have like a lot of extensions in and just hairspray it there. So it won't.
Yeah, and it'll weigh it back anyway because you have quite thick and straight hair.
Yeah.
So it usually, well, when I used to have obviously straight hair and stuff, it usually always stayed behind me fine.
Yeah.
So I didn't need to move it, which is easy.
Yeah.
So I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that again. And then I want you to, we'll do a face back come to the front as well. Good. From here. And we face the back. Good. Arms look better here as well. And good, that's better. Yeah, that actually looks way better. You can see now your shoulders are coming out just a little bit more, which, not saying it's not overpowering or anything like that, but you can see them more.
Yeah.
So you can see a little bit more.
Hello, so this morning you would have seen that I had a posing session with Phoebe. So Phoebe Hagen, like I mentioned in a previous clip, she owns the posing portal. So if you are a bikini competitor, wellness competitor, I think they aren't doing figure yet, just bikini and wellness, you can sign up to the posing portal. You get like a video check-in response, you get a Zoom session. Usually, so I have group Zoom sessions, but nobody else was on the call this morning because it kind of depends on who books on. So it actually ended up being a one-to-one, which is always great. But I hope you saw like a little clip there of just me going over my posing with her. This is the first prep I've ever done where I've had somebody else looking over my posing. So where I've always coached myself, I've always posed myself as well. I've never really outsourced the help. I've been to a couple of seminars and a couple of workshops if they were nearby, but I've never really had that one-on-one time with someone as an extra pair of eyes. So Phoebe has been really great. I started with her throughout my off season and I've continued it all the way up. Well, I will be continuing it all the way up to show day. So she has been really, really great. We've been changing the posing as my body changes, which is super important. And we've actually been making it less clunky. Like we've been taking out any excess movements that don't need to be happening, deciding about whether or not it would be best to move my hair, not move my hair, like stuff like that. So it's great to have someone else's opinion and then I can go away and practice before our next session. So shout out to Phoebe for that and the posing portal. I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully things will start to get a little bit more interesting as I get closer to show. I feel like I said that before, but hopefully things will start to get more interesting. My next vlog will actually be a coach's vlog when I go and take my clients to their first competition. So do watch out for that. It's going to get me so buzzing to step on stage myself. So I'm really excited. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.